Hi, I'm the Moroccan Angel, and I'm here to help others set things right with their Maker. Hi, so have you ever heard someone say, it's the right religion for me because it better aligns with my personal values, or I stopped that religion because I don't agree with its principles and practices? Can a person actually choose their own religion? Let's get this on the table. Let's be really clear about something, and that's the basic literal definition of the word religion. According to the American Heritage Dictionary, religion is defined as one, first and foremost, the belief in and reverence for a power or powers regarded as creating and governing the universe. 2. A particular variety of such beliefs, especially when organized into a system of doctrine and practice. For example, the world's many religions. And 3. A set of beliefs, values, and practices based on the teachings of a spiritual leader. So the first definition, the belief in, the worship of, or obedience to a supernatural power or powers considered to be divine or to have control over human destiny. And so the question is, which God? You see, in Hinduism, or in the Hindu religion, there are multiple gods and goddesses, which have multiple paths in reaching specific gods. In Islam, there is the belief in one God and one path to him. In Christianity, there is a triune God that has duplicated himself as three separate persons and requires a specific path to be accepted. And in Judaism, there is one God who has laid out a very stringent path when seeking to be accepted by him. You see, on this planet Earth, among nearly 8 billion people, there are many quote-unquote gods that are worshipped, even if these are not truly gods by the sheer definition of the word. They're worshipped nonetheless. And this is where we come into the second and third definition, which is any formal or institutionalized expression of such belief. The practice is based on the teachings of spiritual leaders. Some of these beliefs and practices were established by humans, instructing other humans concerning how their ideology of a higher power should be worshipped. This consists of ceremonies and sacred ritual observances dictated by man. Now, don't get me wrong, some of these instructions are indeed dictated by a supernatural being. For instance, the God or deity of Islam will not dictate the same behavioral expressions of worship as one of the Hindu deities. These are two entirely different entities or beings. The spiritual leaders that have connected with these specific deities will give instruction specific to interacting with that deity. I've heard individuals comment that there are many different paths to God. There's multiple paths to multiple gods, quote-unquote gods, but there are only unique paths specific to the quote-unquote God or deity you are trying or attempting to interact with or be accepted by. So when asking the question, can you choose your own religion? Well, you can choose which quote-unquote God to worship and obey, but you don't get to decide the expression of this. The deity being worshipped decides this. For example, if you are attempting to interact with the God of Israel, you must adhere to the instructions and guidelines which he established as a path to enter into his presence. You can't make up your own or follow the religious construct of other deities. It must be specific to the God of Israel. You must listen to what he has said and declared is acceptable. In the past, there were societies that worshipped specific deities that required the shedding of blood. We're talking the blood of infants and young girls, actually men, women, and children. This was required to gain the approval or favor of the deity. Well, the God of Israel declared that he detests this because life is in the blood, and he claims to be the creator of man. And anyone that spills the blood of man through killing of this sort, especially of the innocent, will absolutely face his wrath. It's murder. The idea that you can just choose the path you prefer to get to quote-unquote God is an uneducated assumption. You must abide by the religious observances dictated by the specific deity you are trying to connect with. The God of Israel declares that there are not many paths to him or religious practices to be accepted by him. There is only one required thing that is actually imprinted upon the human conscience. You see, the path to him is engraved right there on your heart, long before Jesus ever came along. If you'd like to learn and discover more about this truth, please schedule a one-to-one with me, and we'll scripturally walk through it. I'm the Moroccan Angel. Remember, do what is right, always. It matters.